Morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, because I'm the last speaker, hopefully you're still awake. I noticed that maybe I'm the only one out of Indian, but we have three names the same word. I'm from Indonesia. So just for starting, when I'm listening, although in the last session, I think I would like to express my highly appreciation to all of you because I work about more than 20 years in the IT, in the computer unit before. So I'm old already. I'm a granny. I'm 57 years old. So in my experience, I would like to give appreciation because long time back I mentioned to my Indian colleague, China may be the best, number one, but maybe another 10, 20 years, India might be the second. So congratulations to all of you. So I'm feeling, really excited to get involved in this forum. Along with the smart city, because the organizer invited me, I just thinking smart city cannot live or cannot get away the touch from ICT. ICT is the only way of character of modernization. But when we think it about smart city and ICT, we also remember about the word borderless city. So borderless city meaning is actually we have nothing in the city, but the main center is only human being. That's why maybe it's also proper if I would like to mention about gender, water sanitation and health. Because this is part of the waste management. It is a part of the sustainable of development in the community. So the community is actually the main center. So if I'm trying to draw my framework, how to get it. So if we talk about the waste management, we actually hoping we could have healthy city. The healthy city is actually supporting the smart city of the urban development. Now I'm talking about who is actually the consumer of water that make you smarter in the city and healthier. So I remember one of the participant asking whether we could make or you could make software development by typically from Indian. So the question is now whether you would like to be the actor of the creator or you would like to be the facilitator of the development where the people in the city is the most important. I think we're supposed to put up that as the main goal. So if you agree with me, then I think I dare to open my presentation because this is totally different about compared to others. I start with the UN because I work as a World Health Organization under the United Nations and India one of the member states and many countries also member state. We have policy. So policy is specifically like this. I think the Secretariat would like deliver my presentation later. So I just would like to put it as a brief. Women have primary responsibility. I think we couldn't deny that. So what happened to women? Our concern that's for the healthy city, we couldn't dismiss or ignore the role of women because they have higher need due to the family, not only for themselves, but they have higher risk and sexual harassment while gathering the water. It is not only in the rural, but also in the urban, because we have slum areas, we have open, field. And then also, I would show you later my picture that's taken from this city, New Delhi, later. So I'm a medical doctor. I studied, at that moment it's 1980 something, there's no school for computer. But I have many diplomas because I learned about 3 years. Then I continue my study computer in America. So I learned about ICT network, meaning is a very useful tool for our development, for the human being. And it's come up to the brain, because we know that's knowledge, attitude, and practice. So if the women, if the decision maker, if the politician knowing this, by using utilization, the ICT, I think Mr. Goyal, I really amazed and appreciate his presentation. It is very wonderful. So the question is now, is that enough when we amaze only for how brilliant is the women and how brilliant is the human being? But what about the beneficiaries? Because the technology is just the enabler. It's just a tool for us. Like rich people, if you are rich, but you are unhealthy, you are sick, it's nothing. You couldn't even breathe. So I think the human being is more important, whether this ICT could be used for our benefit. That's why my title is for family advancement, which is become the future investment. If family have investment, then all the community have their own investment, it becoming contributed to the city, the community, and the nation. Then the country becoming more bigger. So what happened to China? They use all the human resources, they're spreading all the product to all the country in the world. Now everybody couldn't deny, you could see all the made in China. Even Indonesia, they have a specific food, and then when we open up the package, it's made in China, inside. Or maybe later on made in India, I don't know. So ICT could be used for faster awareness and improvement. Like Human Development Report, clean water and sanitation are among the most powerful preventive medicine for reducing child mortality. And as we admitted, children is the future. Without children, we have no future. What happened? We're going to die sooner or later. So the future is our investment. Water sanitation is related also to gender concern, because gender-related risks, because of the women is mostly have a role, this one could lead to health inequity. So to perform the development, you know, we have to consider this as part of the goals of the community development. And we could use the ICT to make a change. How we make a change? The above needs need to be disseminated widely for community development. And we couldn't deny ICT make everything faster. ICT need 4 years, and television message is 13 years. That's Mr. Goyal mentioned in the presentation of the movie. This is situation of India. I specifically noted that one. You know, India have potential self-help group, but they only helping themselves. They need you as a community leader, as a decision maker, to equip them with proper tools. One of the proper tools is with ICT. Proper knowledge, understanding, attitude, and practices about gender, water, sanitation, and health would give some improvement toward the smart city, the healthier city. We could help women and girls towards the family advancement. It's starting from the government. You could give it with the tax. Everybody have handphone. Everybody have seen television, everything with the ICT. But the problem is how you could create this one as a software, which is really also smart, understood by people that this is needed. How to have the women safe, or maybe they could being reminded how to take care of themselves, or maybe they could receive extra protection, I don't know. Then you could create some